we didn't have to do it the way we did it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, part of me also just wanted to like go in and start knocking heads, like right from the start.
They set up the whole game though. There's rules for it and everything. Like that
Yeah,
must.
they did, and we played it.
Yes, that's right. And we did play
So
it.
yeah.
See, we took that decision out of your hands and into ours.
Yeah,
That's
it was fun at first, but then it's like
it's more coherent than Knife Seas was. I mean, I'll give
yes,
it that.
yeah,
The Knife Seas
definitely.
was over much faster.
Yeah, especially when we figured out like you just drink one coin and then kick another coin off the table, and then it was the round's over.
It probably is.
It's definitely against the spirit of
Yeah,
the
that's right.
rules, but I mean maybe because nobody.
The only thing
I'm
against the
sure
rules is whatever violates the fun of playing the TTRPG.
I'm pretty sure that after that was over, they made a new rule to knife seize that banned that maneuver, and then like there would be like a specific rule about it, and like they made it like so specific that everyone's always like, why do they need that rule? And they're like, well, this one time, this one time, a guy, yeah, he fucking threw a coin off the table to end the round, so we can't allow that. Yeah, it's not me.
Hmm.
Didn't Zale just pop a potion?
No, I was going to do that. I think we stopped because it was the top of the round.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's not even top of the round.
Was it
It was
not?
just it was
Okay.
just like it hit a time where we were like, well, it's kind of late.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
If I
Yeah.
had a choice between Cliff and Zale, I'd rather it be Zale.
I'm just gonna take my Cure Serious Wounds potion.
Sounds
I have
like a
one of
plan.
them.
Well, because his name is Zale Rathers.
Which
Yeah.
what's a serious? Is that a 3d8 plus
3d8 plus 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's hoping you get a bunch of 8s.
Oh boy. At
You
least
got
one
one
8.
8.
I wanted a bunch of 8s.
Okay. So what was that? Probably a move and a standard then, huh? I don't think I have a handy haversack or anything.
Yes, in general, that would be a move in a standard. Yeah.
So 5-foot step back towards the door. Which
So
I
where is
might have
the
been prone from jumping off that bridge. I don't remember if I stood up or not
last
yet.
turn he stood up? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn. I'm coming back, boys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, was that
People are
wearing
blind.
off though? Okay. If it has if it has a duration, then
I don't think it's going to be wearing off soon.
It like says it did in the chat, at least for the miss chance, but it didn't say hit or miss. So uh kind of, but like I said, I don't think it said if it hit or miss. I guess it says I guess it does say hit actually. Hold on a second. I see it right there. Yeah, I guess it is working.
It says I'm grappled. Who has me grappled?
I don't think anybody did. You had grappled somebody else, I think.
I had
The-
attempted to.
The gnome?
I didn't get the gnome. I tried to, but I didn't.
I know you used to have Pilts grappled.
He got away though, I think.
He either teleported away or just turned invisible. More likely at this level, I think that he turned invisible, but he might have had like a 4th level spell or something. Like I think he's a bard, so no, Pilt was, but Dohan had let him go and to try to stop getting himself from getting killed by this gnome. I think he had like at least been intending to surrender at this point, but
Scythe? I thought it was
it
a
was an
battle axe.
axe.
Okay. I mean, just as bad, but in a slightly different way.
Battle axe or great axe?
Great axe.
Okay.
He's like the
I thought he was doing
executioner.
It's a
good.
great axe, but it's a small great axe, so it looks kind of like a battle axe.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he was like a 3-0 character, it would be a battle axe. Oh, he stopped inspiring them. Well, that's good at least. They have a chance then. Not really, but oh well, yeah. If they have lingering, they have it for another couple rounds. He's the only one there. Like everyone else is not in the building or is invisible.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, Dawn might just be dead here actually.
Not quite, because that's that much after my DR.
Yeah, but you also are gonna go out of rage, and
Yeah.
you're probably sudden barbarian death syndrome. Maybe not. You were just barely
Yeah, it's close.
you were just barely below your health wall. So you might actually not be quite dead. Oh, well, if his max health is
No, hold
60,
on. No, it's not right.
that can't be right. It was 90 before, right?
Yeah, 95.
95, so it should be.
Do you have that lingering rage or enduring rage?
No, I
Or-
don't.
Hmm.
It's 18, 16. It's at 16. 79.
You might still be dead, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm dead. Because after the first hit brings me down to not enough to unconscious me, I think. Because I was at 95 total HP, and it was DR2 effectively for 2 hits.
Yeah, you might still be alive if you were hit for non-lethal damage by the
Yeah.
unarmed strike guy, but I don't think they were doing lethal damage. So
Yeah, I believe that is enough. Because I should be at 100 damage. I don't.
Yeah, I thought they were punching for non-lethal.
Were they?
I
don't know, I
I
didn't
think at
have any
some point while we
subdual
were
damage.
playing Blood Pig, some of it was subdual damage. So
Yeah.
so you might have.
I don't think we we didn't heal.
They never had an
I drank
opportunity
like
to.
a potion.
No, you did. I think you did get healed.
I got healed a bit.
Yeah, so maybe the subdual, maybe all the subdual damage got healed away. I still have a little bit of mine. I'm at 6 subdual and 20 lethal. So yeah, well, I can't do anything so about that. I tried to give him like a heal before I left, but like I kind of have already used most of my. So I think I move. I think we just run away like at this point. We might still be able to save what's her name? Right? Hold on. Leori, maybe. I don't know if she's dead or not. So I think I double move. And yeah, well, Kaeso can't see me because I'm invisible. But yeah. And I say I think they got Dohan. And that's my turn. Correct.
No, I'm just trying to think. Like, right.
Yeah, glare dust me. Who goes there?
Well, I mean, this all comes down to this gnome. This single gnome is like what is like shredding us, absolutely shredding us. Is this one gnome?
I mean, Xale turning power attack off might be able to just parry him, you know? And he probably doesn't have good will save, so.
Maybe.
But yeah, like I don't know. It kind of feels like we've already lost the combat, so might be run
Okay.
away, regroup. Recruit another character.
Okay. What were we here for again? Somebody
We're here for Salvatore.
Salvatore.
To
Correct.
talk to him,
We wanted to
yeah.
talk to Salvatore because he was supposed to know about what happened to Ben Carlo, I think. And then there was some other reason we were in this part of the city as well. Was that also because of Ben Carlo? The Seneschal? Okay. Right.
Laura was also here looking for
Yeah,
for somebody.
Neolandis Kelapopoulos. Supposed to be over here. Yes, and also Leori was looking for Salvatore as well.
Oh, okay. So all that being said, what's the plan, Cliff?
I don't have a plan at this point. So if you think you could take out these guys with just channel, we can try it, but
Well, I can't do it without a tank. Like I can't take a hit.
yeah. So that's what I was saying. It might just be like we have to run away and regroup and try something else.
One moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the practical thing to do. We took out a good number of his men. I mean, if we come back fully armed, I mean,
Wow.
maybe we can get Dohan's body, you know, and then resurrect him again.
Yeah, my +2 breastplate, my +2 belt, my boots, my gloves, my hat, my headband. They didn't get the +2 vicious scythe, thankfully.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
True.
I'll take care.
Yeah.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're all pretty beat up too.
Future tomorrow. After resting. I guess. I mean, unless you guys want to try and get help from somewhere. I think as long as we have our weapons and stuff, we probably would be a lot better off, and we know what we're getting into.
Okay. Then that is what we do. We'll. Oh well, where we found Spiky Chick at the guy's house, the one with the mold in the room. Well, we have nothing better to do for the rest of the day, so that's as good a place as any.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
What do I want to do about this situation? If I can continue, yes. Yes, I am at -21 and my con is 16. Well, there's also
Yeah,
the
we'll just sell the scythe,
problem of
and
getting
then
my body.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the bigger hurdle.
And I don't know
If-
what they're going to do with my body, but if
Hopefully not feed it to the
if you were
pigs or
asking
whatever.
me, the player, I would like to continue playing my character, Dohan. So
Do they feed Dohan to the Wolverines
if
or
you
not?
are if
Right, that's
you
what I worry
want
about.
to make it so that is doable, then that's fine with me. If that's going to be too much of a problem or an issue, then I can make a new character.
Yes, that's the other problem too, is we're kind of stuck in this quarantine zone, so we don't have anywhere to
that's
do it.
not necessarily true. Because remember, except for Dohan, I got us over here by doing the water breathing, walking across the
That's
river.
true. That's true. We probably could actually just get out of the quarantine zone
Yeah,
fairly
I don't
easily.
think getting out of the quarantine zone is going to be that big an issue because we have the means to do it. So it's
Yeah.
so
Wait, hold on. Were you joking about that, or was that an option? Yeah. I'm listening. I'm This is interesting to yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the idea that
but
I'm in like a Wade Wilson situation here where like I don't know, for whatever reason I just won't stay dead. I don't know, maybe Pharasma just does not want me right now. I keep getting sent back. It's like happened one too many times where it's like it's not a coincidence anymore. That's like fun character development to
I mean,
me.
you could like you could even have it like he's back, but he's different. Like, you know what I mean? Like something's off about him now.
he's undead. Nah, but then I'd have to destroy him.
I wasn't thinking quite undead necessarily, but I don't think
That's a
that would happen.
contradiction. Yeah,
Well, like I think an interesting question would be what kind of soul does Pharasma not want? Or like what would be a situation in which she doesn't want a particular soul?
my understanding of her tenants, that doesn't really ever factor in.
Okay, so I know there's like that one race that where like somebody it's like almost like a construct sort of that somebody makes. They make this the I can't remember what the race is called, but it's basically like these people that they make them to replace themselves within the afterlife or something like
The
that.
Shrubti?
I think that might be the Shabti. That sounds right. There was another one that would be interesting too. I'm trying to find it.
Well, that's right, because they don't have souls. That's right.
Outsiders, it's like their body and their soul are like one thing. So if that makes sense, like it's not two separate. Yeah.
Which is why if they're
There's also the complication of like souls that get like snatched out of the river of souls by night
that's right.
hags or whatnot, and then
Yeah.
they just get snatched out, sold off, grabbed by night hags, or grabbed by different outsiders that like to eat them or use them
Well,
for
that's
magic
yeah.
items or
Because
whatever else.
there's servants of Phrasma, the Nosoi or whatever they're called. Some of them are tasked with guarding the River of Souls
Yep.
because that does happen. So she has her own servants guard the River of Souls to stop that, or to prevent that kind of thing from happening. But it still happens.
Well, like what you were saying, if there's divine intervention, and I do like the idea that some kind of benevolent force is meddling with my soul. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Well,
May
why don't we just do this? We
Okay.
have
Oh, go
we
ahead.
have the Harrow deck lady, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be a divine intervention. Her whole shtick is protecting the city, right? And we're supposed to be her earthly, not servants, but instruments in doing that. So maybe you could say something to the effect of, because she's here, she's in the Harrow deck. She is the Harrow deck. And the Harrow deck is, is tied to fate. So maybe something to do with the Harrow deck. Maybe Dohan, his fate is because of her intervention, his fate is, adjusted just a little bit, but there's going to be long-term consequences for a fate avoided now.
dying.
A fate avoided now has to be balanced by a fate later or something, right? Something like that. Rather than straight divine intervention, we actually have somebody or a relic that deals in fate and has a vested interest in seeing him survive. So maybe we could maybe work that something in there, like
There's
draw a card and try and work that into what happened type thing.
there's
I don't know.
a race called Duskwalker, which are they're specifically tied to Pharasma's Boneyard, and they're basically people that, like, for whatever reason, were deemed uh they get given a second life. So I don't know if it quite would work here because it says when a Duskwalker, the way, like, they basically just kind of appear usually in like a graveyard or um something else tied to it, and they usually appear like already like as 8-year-olds effectively or older. Like you could actually do something like that. You could theoretically have Dohan come back as a Duskwalker. So
I'm less high on something that drastically changes my race.
yeah, that's fair. I'm just throwing that out there. It is a that is something that exists already within Pathfinder. I think they're kind of neat. They get an ability that get similar to Ghost Touch.
Sure.
We shrug our shoulders and say, we tried.
We tried.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we need to get back there. So I guess, but we also know we need to rest.
What?
Follower of Zonkuthon. You can
I
play as
mean, I had a
Leori.
pretty decent relationship with Leori for the short time that I knew her.
Also, Matt's played a follower of Zonkuthon.
I have
Well,
before.
yeah, I was going to say, I suspect that her motives
Oh,
are
how
not
cool would it be to be an anti-paladin of Zonkuthon?
I'm not sure that would go over very well.
How do you know?
Yeah,
Says the
because
paladin.
We
because we have a
were
paladin.
already working with a follower of Zonkuthon, and no one.
That's
no one.
true.
I mean,
had any
working with is
problems
a
that.
strong word.
We did.
Well, yeah, we were working with
That
her at
ship
least
has sailed.
temporarily.
We were aligned
No.
and just trying to find out, what happened to this artist
Did
guy.
we ever detect evil on her?
I don't think I did.
Because followers on Zonkuthon can be neutral, and I don't think we
Yeah.
ever actually.
They can be neutral.
Yeah.
But not they're anti-paladins.
That's true. I was just like, my mind immediately goes towards like extremes,
Yeah.
and then
It's
I work my
interesting
way
though
down.
that the people who are dead are Leori and the one who was using the vicious scythe. That's interesting how that happened.
I wasn't using the vicious scythe. If
You
I was
weren't, but
using
in
the
the
vicious
past you
scythe,
were.
this would have been a way different,
I know.
But
way
you didn't.
different
Yeah.
situation.
You didn't relinquish ownership over the scythe.
No, I
That's
did.
gonna
I
be
gave
that's
you
gonna be
willingly.
my
I
That's
gave
reasoning.
it to
your
you
that's
willingly.
Kaeso's reasoning.
Well, I
None of
say
this would have happened if Dohan had just given up that
If-
vicious scythe.
That's right.
if we want to
Divine
get
judgment.
Coming back
Dohan
to that scythe.
resurrected, we sell the scythe and to pay for his resurrection.
Who's gonna buy the scythe?
I don't know.
Uh,
Some
No
pawn
one's gonna buy
broker.
that scythe.
I'm
It's
okay.
way too expensive.
I
See,
I
he's
have
at a
plans.
loss for words.
No. I have plans for the scythe.
I mean,
that
I
has
don't
been
really like the idea of
ongoing
selling it
for
anyways.
3 levels. So
Yeah.
I'm actually almost there.
You don't
But-
want to sell it, right? Because it could fall into the wrong hands.
Oh yeah, I don't want to sell the scythe.
Which I agree to, but
But that's neither here nor there. At this point in time, the issue at hand is how we're getting Dohan back.
This is an interesting
I
question.
think we
Can
just
I
rest and go
find-
back
What?
and say you've lost half your men. Do you
class?
want to lose another half?
What? Sorry, I didn't hear your
I
question.
mean, what would they? Well, actually, you know what? I will ask Cliff. Like, I mean, you have more experience with the criminal element.
I
than
haven't played
do.
War Priest very much.
What?
Yeah.
Sure.
What if we said no?
Then all right, start kicking people out of the chat. Just hit the kick button.
I think
Okay,
Secret and I both
but-
have admin. I don't know if we can kick each perfect.
It's just a very weak one.
A little baby one.
Yeah, a
young,
little baby
young
one.
template.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it balanced if you just put
Yeah.
the young template on it.
Hey, I've seen mods that do shenanigans like that. Young template gives it a -2 to its CR. What?
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, but it's really funny when they do that, and it's like they put it on like a wizard or something like that. Like, oh yeah, this monster casts as a 17th level sorcerer, but don't worry, he has the young template.
Yeah.
Well, I was in one where they gave, okay, so you're chasing a dragon. Sorry for the tangent. You're chasing a dragon. They put you all on griffins. So you're flying along on griffins, you're chasing the dragon, and the module basically states the CR of the dragon is increased by 1 because of the addition of all the griffins. Okay. The griffins' hit dice are such that the dragon's aura of fear instantly causes them to panic.
The panic. Yeah.
Oh no.
And they are what the players are on to chase the dragon. So the dragon gets +1 CR because you have the griffins, and the first thing that happens is the griffins you are riding panic and flee.
Oh.
And it's like,
That's some fucking
yeah,
shenanigans.
don't worry.
The person who wrote that was fucking
Yeah.
giggling.
Exactly. There's a lot of dirty looks going on there.
Okay. I just realized I had my mic muted on the stream this whole time, but that's fine. It's okay. Don't care. We kind of care, but don't care anymore. Okay, so
I might have
Matt and
exaggerated
I-
a little bit about what we agreed on.
This is true. Just a little bit. Matt and I have come to an agreement on what's going to happen. You guys will find out in due time. So
You'll find out next week.
next week on
Yeah.
Britain's Got Talent.
Next episode.
Yeah, we were just talking about how
Okay.
like what do we think happened with Dohan? I'm like, I think they probably fed him to the Wolverines, unfortunately.
Maybe,
But we're like, well, if we get him back quick enough, maybe they were just eating a bunch of pigs. Maybe they're not that hungry.
maybe. Okay.
They're not that hungry.
All right, so yeah, you guys start making your way back to Salvatore's house. I guess it was Salvatore's house technically that you guys are going to.
Where's the other place we stayed? We stayed at
A shed next
was like a
to
little
the
shed,
burnt
like
down school and Blackjack's place. Ben Carlo's place and the school were like across the street from each other.
yeah, because like we could also run there.
There's
I
also
think.
other burnt
We helped
down
him
buildings
get
over
out
there.
of town, like out of the
It's-
quarantine zone.
Bit more of a distance.
Okay, Salvatore's is closer, then we probably go there.
I wouldn't say closer. Like this is. Oh, you guys aren't on the map, are you? I just put you on the map. That always helps. I guess that's entirely up to you guys, but it's like a little shed. So if that's what you wanted to go to, then that's
I mean,
up
that's
to
where we
you.
stayed last night. So
No, last night you guys stayed at Salvatore's, didn't you?
no, we stayed at that little shed, and we helped him get out of the quarantine zone, and that was like part of our agreement.
And then
It was
you
like
went
a
back
trade
to the
kind of.
shed.
We were like, let's stay in your shed, and we'll help you get out of the quarantine zone, because he wanted to get out of the quarantine zone. So I think we gave him like a water breathing spell or something like that,
Right.
or I gave him a fly extract yesterday or something, I think. But
Okay.
yeah, we got him out of here. I don't remember exactly how we did that because it was a long time ago out of game, but yeah.
All right. Well,
And that was, I don't
the
know
sh-
what his name was. Oh, Almond Gelento.
yeah.
Almond Gelento was his name. That I did
Almond
write.
gelato.
Almond Gelato, yeah. I did actually take notes. So yeah.
Okay, so the green flag is where you guys were, and the pink marker by the arrow is Vencarlo's place, and then you guys see the academy. And then that shed is where the arrow is pointing to. Where the diamond is where you guys last were known to be, because that's where I put the diamond. Is at Salvatore's house.
Okay.
You guys
So they're
didn't
about to
stay
say.
in Salvatore's house? Yeah, you guys
I don't
did.
think
You
we-
stayed there.
I don't think
that
we
night.
stayed there. We
No,
went there, but I don't think we stayed the night or anything like that.
No, because you guys dropped off Amon, then you guys went this way, then you ran into or this place, and then you guys met her, and then you guys stayed here, and then you guys went to the Emperor.
No, I'm pretty sure we stayed in Almond's little shed.
Well,
that he
now I'm
had.
gonna go watch the VOD tomorrow just to prove you
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be
don't-
wrong, but I'm pretty
I don't
sure
know.
that.
I never moved the diamond over there, at the very least. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, it's up to you guys where you want to go. You can also break into anybody's house if you want to and stay there as well, you know. I'm not judging.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not judging either, but I'm worried. I would be worried that what's his name? Xale's deity might judge him for breaking into someone's house.
Well,
You're worried for
ultimately, there's no
Xale?
reason for us to
I guess
risk
as long as-
complicating things further by enraging somebody else when we have other options available to us.
I mean, obviously we can use Airbnb of Northern
Oh,
Korvosa, and we just have to
yeah.
like make sure that we follow their insane rules for.
There's a nice burnt down house listed.
Yeah, but they're like, we need you. This is a chore list we need you to do for tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Also,
no.
I need you to pay a cleaning fee, even though I'm asking you to clean it.
My favorite one is there's somebody in this house.
Yeah, they do that at hotels too, though, where you'll get there and they'll be like, "Sorry, we don't have a room. We overbooked."
Oh man.
I fortunately have never had that actually happen to me, but I've read about it happening to other people. Sounds
Well,
like a nightmare.
yeah. If you go to like somewhere that's having like a big concert, like a Taylor Swift concert, forget it. You ain't finding a room.
Oh yeah, yeah. And even if you reserve a place ahead of time, if you don't get there early enough, then they'll be like, "Sorry, we overbooked it." Usually they'll try to find you other place, but if it's like all the hotels in the city, then yeah, like good luck. They might be like, "All right, you can sleep in this conference room. Like, here's. I hope you have a sleeping bag. We've
Okay.
set up some blankets." Anyway, yeah. So we're heading to that shed.
Okay. All right. Then I will move the diamond over there. Okay, so you guys get to the shed, and what's up? What's the plan? What you guys doing? What you thinking?
We're holing up in the shed.
Okay.
We're locking the doors. And we're I think it's probably. I mean, especially since we're marching all the way across old Korvosa anyway. But
It does take a while to get here. And then
I don't
you
remember what time we
arrive.
went there and originally. But so we might
We
still have
went pretty early, but
we might have daylight still, but I don't think we're at this point hit any like
we don't have
morale
anything
to
to
want
do.
to go do anything.
Yeah. Unless whatever Cliff or not what Kaeso had planned for that scythe, is that something you want to enact soon, or is that a future thing?
Oh no! I don't have the resources quite yet to do that. So
Do you need help?
it's-
Like
Let's just keep
monetary
on mind
resources or what?
if we're gonna do things today. So what are we doing
Yeah,
today?
it's nothing that I can do in the near term. It's a more midterm idea. So
Okay. If you just need money, I mean, we can come up with money.
okay.
Do we have any other leads besides Salvatore and the Emperor?
No, that's
Not that I know
I
of.
feel like we had other leads, but then they ended up just leading.
Well, they
that
merged,
anyway.
like the two
Well,
merged into this
your
one.
lead was maybe Vencarlo would have more info, but Vencarlo's missing as well.
Yeah. I feel like we got to get to
I feel like
Salvador.
I feel like both the leads led to the Emperor and Salvatore. So
Actually, now that I think about it, the book didn't ever like come up with a what if. What if you guys never get to Salvatore? I guess I'm gonna have to like do something.
I
It's
mean,
the ultimate challenge with any sort of investigative plot is
Yeah.
what if the players miss this clue? What if they don't ask the right question? What if they don't
Right.
talk to the right person, right? Like,
yeah, or yeah, like they aren't able to talk to him, or
Mm.
everyone failed their perception check. Like,
or they killed them by accident or whatever.
Accident. Oh
yeah, if you follow the Todd Howard school of game mastering, you probably just make the NPC that they need to talk to immortal.
Immortal.
Yeah. He didn't used to do that. He used to just give you a little pop-up that said the chains of destiny are broken or something like that. And then they just tell you if you can keep playing, but you can't beat the main quest now. So
yeah.
so reload or deal with it. Um Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could think of to do other than just resting the whole rest of the day is I can go ask around the neighborhood some more about Van Carlo.
If you want.
Sure. I don't have anything to lose, so
Oh, right. Let me get my. Wait, what do I want to grab?
I don't know. A rumor table, maybe?
Well, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to grab the book or not the book.
I guess I'll just go with you and assist.
And I'll use an inspiration as well. But I don't think I'm gonna find anything. I don't think there's actually any information to find, even if I roll pretty well on a gather information. That's a 31, so
Oh, plus my 2.
31.
33.
Okay. Let's see.
because it's the neighborhood Van Carlos in, so maybe somebody knows something in this neighborhood. Kind of doubt it, but I think we probably found everything we were gonna find. But
Does anybody else want to gather information? Oh,
I think
Xale
Xale was
does.
helping as well.
Did Kaeso want to?
Yeah, I was just assisting Cliff.
I could assist.
Does nobody want to gather information for themselves? Like, if you guys all assist, you have less chances of getting info. FYI.
They're just
Do we?
following me around.
I know.
And I'm like awkwardly like,
They're like your entourage. They're like, yeah, what he said.
what he said.
I mean, it's diplomacy, right?
Yes, man.
It is just diplomacy to gather information, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
They just all bully one person into giving you information.
There
We're
you
not
go.
bullying them. We're,
No,
we're asking
we
nicely.
talking. If you want to see bullying, then I'll start rolling the intimidate table.
Good, do it.
No, that would be mean.
But you're a paladin. You're not a nice guy.
Yeah, you can
You're
bully
a good
people.
guy.
I'm a nice guy. Xale's
No,
a nice guy.
paladins aren't nice guys. They're good guys. Being good and nice is not the same thing.
Well, they're lawful too. I think it's unlawful to just harass random citizens in the street.
but you're not.
No, you gotta find the right people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Down.
If they're evil, yeah.
You gotta be discerning.
Wait.
No, if they
I'll
have the
intimidate the
information that you
gangsters.
want, and the information is for a good cause, and it's your job to get that information.
Yeah, I don't think we're, I don't have any reason to suspect the random people we find on the street are holding out information about Van Carlo. But, when we get back to those gangsters, sure.
Those gangsters.
Whatever they are.
I mean, 25 is a good diplomacy skill by itself.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
could
actually
never
a
make
30.
that
That was
roll.
actually a 31 because I added my 6 inspiration to it as well.
Oh,
I
there
rolled
you
a
go.
6 on the inspiration. Pretty good.
Were you asking about a certain topic or just general old Korvosa rumors?
I mean, I was mostly asking about Van Carlo because this is a neighborhood that his academy burned down in, and like So that's kind of what I expect to hear the most about. But like, I don't know. I mean, if people don't know about that and say, but what I do know about, I wouldn't be like,
Mhm.
shut up, I don't want to hear it. Like, I'll
Mhm.
hear out if there's some other interesting thing that somebody thinks I might want to know about.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, that's kind of what you get is nobody really knows about Vencarlo and the Academy. They think he bailed a long time ago, before the Academy even burnt down. However, you do hear the Arcanus want to get things under control in old Korvosa, but their hands are full. If someone were to go to them to offer help and could actually provide the help the Arcanus need, I dare say those nobles would give out rewards for services provided to make the queen herself jealous.
The who? The Arcanists? Like,
Arcanus, yeah.
can you spell that for me? Am I hearing right?
Is that
Like,
like a class of people,
okay, the Arconas is like
or is
that's
that
a
a
family.
family name?
That's a family, right?
It's a family of nobles, yes.
Oh, okay.
Do I know anything about the Arconas? Like,
Maybe.
is that a knowledge nobility?
Yes.
Okay.
I think a knowledge
it-
local also would work either, or
Probably knowledge nobility at a lower DC though, because it's more specific.
yeah.
So that's a 29.
So you know that the Arcanus family is led by the head family member's name is Bahor, Bahor. I don't know how to say it.
Bahar?
Bahor.
I don't know.
Unsure. But anyways, they are responsible for a lot of the ship trade that goes on in the ports here. Merchants, basically.
So he wants to get it back. He wants to end the quarantine so he can open shipping back up again, and because it's been shut down
Maybe.
for a while, probably, especially when the plague was going on and all that. Okay, well, I mean, maybe we can go talk to him.
It's
Like, hey, do you
entirely up
want
to
a group of guys that just got their beat up by a bunch of the thugs running amok the city?
But that would be your rumor.
Okay.
And then let's see. Kaeso, you don't really get any like useful rumors, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
Not about old Korvosa, at least. And I guess Xale was just assisting Cliff.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
realistically, I think we just probably want to rest till tomorrow. But are we going to see the Kronos guy first?
Well, let's first. What are you guys doing tonight? Because like Cliff goes off and he starts investigating. You go with him, I guess. Kaeso also. So you guys are kind of going around gathering information, and I guess you're going to return back to the shed, or you guys want to go out for coffee and have a conversation, maybe dinner, candlelit dinner.
Not really in the mood.
I don't know if
right
there's
now.
I don't know if there's any
Oh.
coffee
I
shops
love
open in
coffee.
Old
Oh, that's
Korvosa.
true. That's probably true.
Maybe a beer.
It's not
Maybe
really
a
my
late night
style.
club. Yeah.
We're gonna close all the shutters. I'm gonna pull out some whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, you can go teach the locals how to play knivesies, I guess. I don't know.
We're gonna shutter the building, and we're gonna drink whiskey by flickering candlelight
Oh, okay.
and speak about it in hushed voices.
I think I'm just gonna probably be, in a quiet prayer and, pray over Dohan's soul.
Okay.
Just contemplate the nature of life and death, and the transition in between, existence and non-existence,
I kind of want to hear
from the
this
void to
prayer.
life, from life to death, and the cycle continues. Pharasma is also the goddess of midwives. She ushers people from the void into existence, watches over them, and then ushers them from existence to the afterlife.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Admittedly, especially when you're playing in like a Pathfinder game, you tend to focus more on the death part of Pharasma, because there's definitely a lot more, people dying than people being born in a D&D game or a Pathfinder game. So,
Well, she was also, before
I've spec'd my
the
character
loss of
into midwifing.
yeah,
Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
right.
before the loss of Eridan, she was also the goddess of destiny. But since destiny's was broken after Eridan's fall,
Yeah,
It's now fate.
it is now, she's just the goddess of fate, but that makes up a much smaller aspect of her portfolio.
yeah.
Xale, what's in your prayer? What are you praying about? What are you asking for?
Well, I'm praying to my deity, so it's not that like they're gonna have much power over Pharasma's domain, but I'm praying just for, the safety of Dohan's soul as it travels through whatever the river of souls, and that if he should wish to return, that we're able to find his physical body and join them together.
I'm sorry, what was the last part? You want him to find his grave?
Oh,
If we're able to find Dohan's body, that
Oh, okay. So
a
you're
big
praying
if.
to your
soul and the
god
physical
that
body can.
you wish to bring Dohan back.
Yes.
You would like that to be okay. So that's okay. All right.
And this is me, the player, not knowing what Matt, the player, wants to do, but this is what me, the character, would be doing.
Exactly. That's
knowing
why
that
I'm
Dohan
not
has
telling
come
you
back
guys at
multiple
all
times.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So knowing he's come back before, I'm like, man, I sure hope he's okay this time. Like, Pharasma may not have any more of this.
Oh, he's not coming back. He's dead.
Yeah, I've come back when you guys are able to bring me back. This might be the one time where you guys are like, man, I don't think Dohan's coming back this
I don't
time.
think
you
he's
guys."
no,
coming
I was gonna say,
back.
I think they're feeding him to the Wolverines.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I think they're feeding him to the Wolverine. We
Leori
have to
might
go
still be
back.
alive, because if she's unconscious, they might have just taken her prisoner. But
It's the third time I've died, right? Am I keeping track correctly, or
believe
did I
that's
lose
correct.
track?
I can remember at least 2 times.
I want to
Yeah,
say
I-
fourth.
I pulled up. Is it the fourth? Okay,
It
I
could
wasn't
be.
sure
It's either 3 or 4, but I don't
if
know.
this
I
was the
wanna say
hat
4.
trick of coming back from death already.
Yeah, it's. You can only do it so many times before the
I'm
body
s-
becomes mangled or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, then you need like way stronger
yeah,
magic.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys do some praying. You're thinking. Blah blah blah. You're boarding up the place. Anything else you guys want to do before you rest? Are you gonna do watches? Are you gonna rest at all?
I don't know. As silly as it sounds, I don't know if we're really doing watches. I know we're definitely locking up everything, right? Like we're in this little shack. Maybe we're doing watches. I don't know. I can do a watch, I guess. We only got 3 people, so.
Well, we should do watches just because we're still in, the gang territory. The last thing we want to do is get jumped by, who knows,
Yeah.
bugs and brigands.
You're in a lawless part of the.
But we're also in a
city.
secured like shack that has locked, like it's a locked up building, so it'd be
Okay,
really
that's good.
it'd be really hard for someone to
Ah.
like get us without waking us up anyway,
Sure.
because
But we know red mantis are around as well.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I guess they
Yeah.
could pick the locks and sneak in on us. So, but
Or just burn the building.
or just burn the building. So, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I can definitely take the first watch or something and
Okay.
stay up late.
I mean, we could do like 9 hours of resting with a 3-hour watch each or something, or whatever, something so it works out.
Okay. So Cliff first,
Yeah.
I'll take the second watch.
Xale, and then Kaeso.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
If I remember right, Kaeso is not very watchful, but
That's correct.
he'll be able to notice
Well,
if somebody sets the building on
I
fire.
was gonna say,
hopefully.
he'll tell us if the building's on fire.
Like,
All right, go ahead and roll perceptions then.
Yeah, can you tell us if the building's on fire?
yeah.
Matt, look at
Only
chat.
50% of the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Zale's perception is even worse. I
Yeah,
forgot.
but 1 point. We're both defaulting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually have some wisdom, I think, though, which I don't think Xale really has, like, that much. He doesn't actually get anything out of wisdom.
Okay. Then Cliff, your watch goes off uneventful. Nothing happens.
Okay. I go to sleep. What is the penalty
Yay.
for perception while sleeping again? Is it -10 or -20?
I think it's 10, oddly enough.
So oddly enough, I'm better at keeping watch while asleep than Xale is.
Oh.
Like, oh no.
While you're asleep, you're better.
I'm better at keeping watch than Xale. If it's a -10,
I thought it was a 20, but
might be a 20.
that
Yeah,
might just be the
that's-
perception against stuff
funny.
I'm thinking of.
No, I think it is -10. I think it is -10. That's funny.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, creature making the check is asleep. The DC goes up by 10. So yeah, it's a -10. So I'm actually better at keeping watch while asleep than Xale is.
all right, Xale.
If you want, I can roll one at -10 during somebody else's watch.
It's technically fall here, and outside during your watch, Xale, you hear the sound of somebody stepping on leaves. A couple of footsteps, but then it kind of goes silent again. You hear this outside.
This is the middle of the night, right? Because I'm second watch.
Yes.
Swear to God, if you wake me up.
I mean, for now I'll
We
wait,
have like
but
a
I'll
sign
keep.
on him. Do not disturb.
Although the funny thing is, like I said, there's a decent chance that I also heard it while asleep.
Well, let me
-10,
see.
right?
Let's -10. You actually meet this DC, oddly enough.
With the roll I rolled before.
With a 7.
Yeah, with a 7. You hear a leaf break outside.
So maybe, but I probably
Whether or not you consider it a big deal is up to you.
yeah, no, I probably still just sleep through it because like it would be insane if having that high perception just means you never sleep. Like,
That's true. You choose to like drown
Yeah.
out noise. Yeah. You have like a white
I
noise
will-
box. There you go.
I'll take out my ion torch, so I have some light around me.
did anybody else remember? I think it's from Boy Meets World where what's his friend? I think his friend's Sean, right? He stays at Corey's house, and in order to sleep, I need to play this Songs of the Trailer Park, and it's like this like cassette recording of like, and at first it's like, oh, this isn't too bad because it's like crickets and stuff. But then all of a sudden it's like someone screaming and like a fight happening or whatever.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
like
that was a long time ago.
yeah, he's like, what the? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Cliff's like that. He actually needs to actually hear fights and shit to sleep. Like, no, I don't think his neighbor is that bad.
Okay, Xale, you pull out your ion torch. You light up the space.
Yep,
Wow.
it's floating next to me,
Okay.
and I keep my eyes peeled for anything, and maybe. Do I know a direction the sound came from?
Near the door.
It's like near where I am.
Yeah, I guess if you're at the door.
I'm at the door, like right outside the shed.
Are
I
you
mean,
out?
you're-
Are we all? I thought we were all inside the shed.
You're
Am I
all
inside the shed?
inside the shed. Yeah, like
Oh,
Cliff
okay.
boarded it up. Like,
Okay, then I will go closer
you
to the
could-
door quietly and
Yeah,
see
you
if
could
I hear
unlock
anything.
it and open it and peek out. It's not boarded up. It's just everything's locked up.
Okay. I'm just gonna
The windows are shuttered closed. Like I'm sure that,
right.
but like that's the other thing too is you could crack a window open and peek out through the shutters.
I'm gonna go over to the door where I think I heard the sound and just stand there quietly. I'll quietly move over there and.
I don't even imagine the windows here are glass. Like it's probably just an open window with like a wooden shutter that you open and close. And so at night we just close up the windows.
I probably am pretty loud in my clinking and clanking mithril chain shirt as I
Ah, yes, the mithril chain
stumble
shirt,
over.
mithril chain shirt pajamas.
I
Yep.
mean, that actually must be pretty like easy to move around in, right?
It's mithril, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have much of a penalty, if any.
Paladin pajamas.
It's
they're
light,
called.
isn't it? A chain
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's light armor, so you can sleep
And
in
it's
it,
mithril.
and it's
so-
mithril, so it's probably got like a -1 penalty or -2 or something to your armor check
Okay.
penalty anyway.
Well, Dohan, you staring at the door, and then something happens.
Cliff
Wait,
is woken
Dohan.
up by Xale walking over.
Oh,
You
was that for
hear-
me?
Oh, I mean, if you read it, you hear scrabbling up the walls. Like the sound no longer is on the front leaves. You now hear like
I hear
noises on the
scrabbling
walls.
up the walls.
Like
Scampering, yeah.
scampering, yeah, like noises
Uh,
on the wall.
I wake up Kaeso first.
He like
will
looks.
get-
He's like looks. He almost wakes
Well,
up. He's like, no, hold on.
Well, no, Cliff just went to sleep though,
That's
because
true,
I took
true.
over his watch. So I wake up
I
Kaeso
mean, he's
first and
been asleep for a little while, yeah.
tell
Let
him
him
like,
sleep.
hey, I think something's crawling around outside. And I pull out my spiked chain.
Okay.
I'm holding it at my side, just listening.
Okay. Well, he has his Eon stone up, right? It's light.
Yeah.
I have an iron stone out, yeah.
All right. I'll nudge Cliff awake and wait.
Okay.
I bet. Oh, he just went to sleep. Oh, okay, too late.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. What's going on?
Xale's heard something.
Go
There's
ahead and roll
always something.
perception.
You want us to all roll perception again?
It's on the roof.
Well, now that you're awake, Cliff, like go ahead
Oh, okay.
and Kaeso, I guess, if he wants to. Okay, yeah, Cliff, you hear something now on the roof. In fact, you start hearing the sound of like a wooden panel being like pulled from its nails, like the sound of
Like
nails
someone's going
ripping
into
out
the
of
basement,
wood. No,
maybe?
no, on
Or
the
pulling
roof.
the shingle.
Or going to the
hear-
attic
wood off
rather?
the roof.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are
they're
in a
going into the
shack,
attic.
not a house. Like think of
Well,
a
yeah, I
shed, like a
guess-
garden shed.
I guess you're
like-
right. They wouldn't be going into an attic. They'd be just coming into here.
Maybe. But yeah,
look
you
up.
start to hear that noise. Okay. You look up and you
Uh.
see like a wooden panel get ripped from the roof.
I say, who goes there? In the name
Yeah,
of Amritaji,
I
reveal
scamper
yourself.
over to my handy haversack or whatever. Do I have a? Is that a handy
Okay.
haversack? What? Do I have one?
I don't know.
Something is-
Yes, I do. I do. Okay.
Something is literally tearing through the roof, not walking through a window or anything, but like
Yeah.
literally
Tearing
pulling
the wood.
planks off
Yeah.
of the roof.
You guys see a
Okay.
bare foot poke through the roof. It's sticking out of the.
A bear foot. I do not like bears.
Yeah.
Is it slightly owl-like as well?
Oh no. I pull
Well-
out the wand of Daze Monster out of the handy haversack and daze him.
Okay,
Or try to
I
daze
cast-
him.
sure, go
I
for
cast
it.
Shield of Faith on Xale.
Okay.
Even if this is Matt's new character, I don't feel too bad wasting a charge of Daze Monster on him.
That's fine. Let's go for it. Cast it. What's
I gotta
the
UMD it
DC?
actually.
Oh,
So let me see
okay.
if I'm even able to UMD it. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so the DC it's very low. It's like 14 or something. Do I have it written on the actual?
It's probably 14 at least. If it's a wand, yeah.
Okay, it's caster level 3. So it's actually even lower than that. It's 12. Wait. Yeah, it's 12.
Starfox,
Okay.
you don't have the effect set up for that, do you?
Also,
do.
it might
I just didn't
automatically
know
just
whether it was
fail if he
relevant.
has enough hit
I will
die,
put
I
it on.
think.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
then-
I think it's Anyways, okay,
Daze
so
Monster.
I came back with a level 1 character.
Yeah, if you have more than 7, if it was his character, it doesn't even affect him because it only affects 8 creatures of 7 hit die or less.
all right.
So it probably just doesn't do anything. But I used 1 charge and it's very funny.
Well, you see this foot sticking out of the ceiling, and as you're like pulling your wand out, others can see the foot's like poking around looking for something to place itself on, and then like once the foot has decided it can't find anywhere to stand, a body just slips through the hole and drops down. As you attempt to cast your wand and successfully do, it fizzles. Or it doesn't fizzle. I guess it just doesn't work.
It
It's
doesn't
just
do
Yeah, it
like-
doesn't
anything.
work.
It just doesn't do anything. And you guys see Dohan standing before you.
I
Oh my
cough
God, my
as like
prayer
all the
worked.
floorboards are out. Yeah.
I didn't think Amritaji was that powerful over that domain.
Yeah, there's a door right there.
I will channel
Before
positive
you all
energy.
ask any more
What
questions,
magic is this? Who are you?
once
Yeah.
again, I have come back from death.
I still
Okay,
channel positive energy to harm undead.
just in case.
In case
Never
he's
be too
undead.
careful.
I don't have detect undead. This is
I
good way
cast
to do
detect
it.
evil
Oh
on him.
damn. You do not detect evil.
I
on
use
him.
sense motive on him.
Go for it. Dohan, if you're lying, feel free to use the dice tower at any time.
I don't feel like I'm lying.
No?
I feel
Well,
like once again I've
You
come
can
back
leave them
from
in
death is
mystery and
pretty-
say,
I get a
okay,
roll.
I'll
I
do
roll.
that.
Oh, jeez, what's happening?
well, from my perspective, I never saw whatever happened. So
That's true. I'm the only one that
maybe
actually
he
saw
just
him go down.
fell.
That's true. We don't know that he died or fell over.
I'm not the sort to lie. I
But
know.
Does he take damage from the damage
I know
of
that I
dead?
died.
Yeah,
The channel?
Huh? No.
I'm assuming no.
Okay.
Do I get? The
I wasn't sure. There's something sussy going on here.
Yeah?
Explain
I
yourself.
say I chose to come in through the roof because if I came in through the door, you would naturally have suspicions about me.
I don't think he's lying about that. He did think that was true.
He would think something like that. This is true.
I guess. Oh, I technically get to roll sense motive twice.
Dohan logic.
Because of empathy.
How did you come back again?
Okay, so I get a
36.
It's a 30. Wait, what?
36, right?
Oh yeah, counting the inspiration. Yeah, you were just ahead of me by 1 step. Yeah,
I
so
respond to Xale with, just like the other times, my work here is not
I
done.
don't think he's an imposter or anything either.
No, you don't think so.
I refuse to stay in the boneyard while that tyrant sits upon the throne of Korvosa.
What?
The specific words you spoke, it is not your choice to stay or not stay in the boneyard. Pharasma has chosen to allow you to come back. I'm willing to accept that.
Are you sure you didn't see any silver-based deity while you were there that brought you back?
What I saw isn't important. It's what I came back for. And that is to free Korvosa from this tyrant.
How'd you even get out of there?
I snuck out.
Does he have all his gear still? Like,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just
Well,
missing
he had a
his
bare
shoes.
foot.
okay.
Okay.
Missing his shoes.
No, those are, my slippers are there. I just took my slipper off.
Oh, okay.
So you could
don't wanna
climb
damage it.
the
Yeah.
roof?
The slippers aren't very good for kicking.
Oh, wait, you have spider climb slippers? Then
No, I have
Yeah.
I have
Oh.
spider climb
Oh,
as
you had
like
the
a
spell.
spell,
Right.
He can
okay,
cast
then-
it.
I
yeah.
thought you had the slippers.
but I
okay.
have slippers of striding and springing.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
one
I
of-
was
which
sitting
is
there
one of the
thinking,
things
I
that
was
makes
like,
me
does
so
he have magic
good
shoes on?
at-
Anyways, yeah.
at moving around.
So
Yeah.
I do have
he
magic
came back
shoes.
and he has all his stuff.
Yeah.
And his only explanation is
Except for my
Pharasma
scythe.
Oh, he
Where
doesn't
is
have
the
a scythe?
scythe?
said he's
By
not
the
done
way.
yet.
Either of the
It has
scythes.
some business to do with Pilt.
Not pilt.
Uh,
Well, yeah, I guess pilt. I guess maybe it does.
Because we're going back there and we're getting to Salvatore. And this time we're bringing down the full
I don't know,
might.
Kaeso. If he fights for the forces of good, if
Oh, I'm not
Pharasma
withholding the. I've
doesn't
already.
want him.
here he pulls out. He's pulling out the scythe now.
I know,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I'm just having
I've
like
already
this.
made an arrangement with them, so that's fine. I'm not about to go back on that. It's
Hmm.
that's neither here nor there. So
Yeah, we're
Okay.
I'm not withholding the scythe.
Yeah, I do say that we're going back for Salvatore. He's going to give us the information that we need. And that is going to be one more step on the road to dethroning this tyrant queen.
Okay then. Well, are you rested? Did you sleep?
Eternal sleep.
I mean, I woke up. So technically, I guess I slept.
Yeah, you slept. You slept all day while they were like running around town.
Okay,
and
good. You can keep watch. I'm sleeping.
stuff.
yeah, you're on watch
We'll
duty
talk
then.
about this tomorrow.
I will keep you all safe.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna hammer in this floorboard, this ceiling board I broke.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he's not a like a faceless stalker or anything like that because
He didn't detect his evil unless there's a way to hide it.
I mean, there
Mm,
definitely are, but
there are ways.
like I said, I think
I mean, I
if
can
he'd
smite him and
been
see if
like
I
a
can hit him.
faceless stalker or something, I probably would have been able to tell with my sense motive. But it's pretty hard to fool Cliff.
Yeah,
at
I mean, I
least-
feel confident.
at least in
between-
terms of like fooling him in like a discussion, like
Well,
face to face.
With your sense motive, like his behavior and the things he just did is very Dohan like. However, there is something slightly different about him.
Huh.
Like he's died for a third time and come back.
That is
it
pretty
just-
different from most people.
Though he seemed like focused before on his agenda, his focus before was probably a little more chaotic and haphazardly, and now he seems like really focused, like this is the thing, which he kind of iterated a couple of times to you guys now. So there's
Yeah, so
definitely
he seems like
a slight
more
change on how he's expressing.
neutral or lawful.
I wouldn't. No.
No, I think
nothing
it's
to do
just
with
he has
alignment. His
Okay.
demeanor is
Well,
a
sounds
little
like he's less
more
chaotic,
focus
but okay.
driven and
It
less
seems like he's more
haphazard,
like
yeah.
he's more on
Or emotionally
overthrowing
driven,
the
I
queen
guess.
that he was talking about because I don't know, he kind of wanted to do that before, but it does seem the way he's going about it, I guess, feels different.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I trust that he's not a faceless stalker and not going to just kill us
No.
if I go to sleep. So
No. You're
So
pretty
that,
confident
yeah, I
this
mean,
is Dohan.
all of us
but,
did our
yeah.
tests of various types, and he passed all of them. So
Did you do a full body check and look for moles and scars?
nah, we didn't do the tick check.
Okay.
Two
A tick check.
I know got or like ticks,
Lyme
and one of them got Lyme
disease.
disease.
Yeah, that shit's
Crazy.
fucking serious.
what's the I can't remember the name of it. There's like a thing you can get if a tick bites you and then you're allergic to meat. That's like a thing that's happened to people lately.
Yeah.
What?
God, that sounds horrible.
That does sound horrible.
That's like worse than death.
Sounds great.
Being a
if you ask me.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Obviously,
The ticks are
joking.
turning our kids vegan.
I I guess the one positive thing there is that if it happens nowadays, there's a lot more. It's a lot easier to get like vegetarian and vegan options. Like they're more.
Oh yeah.
They're more accessible.
100%. Absolutely. They definitely are. Anything you can have, I can also have. Okay. All right. Then we finish your guys' watches and nothing else happens. We're not going to go to Pilts during this session, but if you guys,
Okay.
if that's where you guys want to go next, or if you have other plans, then let's go ahead and discuss that and maybe like discuss how you guys are going to approach Pilts this time.
By
Or if you
pre-buffing
just
and not giving up our weapons.
I believe violence
I mean, you
phase
can,
cancer.
yeah, you can definitely wing it, you know, if you want to.
I have a wand of
or-
invisibility with a few charges still.
This
I
is
think we should just
true.
go in invisibly and then just
If we
knock
have
some
4
heads
charges, yeah,
around.
that's fine with me.
I'd like
we
to-
were talking about it while you guys were off on your sides. Like, yeah, if we had our
Yeah.
weapons, we had some pre-buffs, like that would have been a completely different situation. So I think we're pretty.
Well, I was like
confident.
talking about like I think either Xale or Dohan probably could just take that gnome in a one-on-one fight. And
Oh,
then,
absolutely.
even with the bard throwing magic around, like theoretically, if we had like Xale keep that gnome busy, and
No, if
he's
I
got-
just grapple the gnome, then he's done.
that would work too. I was thinking if you went and grappled a Pilt, but
I
Either
was
way.
so close to getting him the first time, but the concealment fucking got me.
yeah, even with blind fight, he rolled the
Rolled
double
poorly, yeah.
below 50.
But that's okay. Cause this time we're gonna get him.
I think the
Yeah.
gnome was the gnome using a great axe or a battle axe?
Yeah,
I
he's
think it was
using a
battle axe.
two-handed weapon.
Great.
I think it was it a great axe or was it just okay?
It was
Yeah.
because he was rolling d10s, which is one step.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, if he
smaller.
grappled him, he wouldn't have been able to use that weapon.
Yeah, then
He
he's
might
just-
he might have had a one-handed weapon he would have pulled out and just started shanking you, but it wouldn't have been nearly as much damage. So
Yeah, he's
wouldn't get
absolutely
that,
done.
wouldn't be able to get the
by
two-handed
grapple.
power attack. Yeah, and probably his CMD is not great because he's a gnome. I mean, it's probably still better than mine because he's a full BAB barbarian, but being a gnome gives you that's one of the downsides to being small is you get lower CMD and CMB.
Angry gnome.
Yeah, I think the plan is just to go back there.
I
right?
played a gnome
Okay,
barbarian.
but what
in,
are you gonna do? You're gonna go back
Mantis'
there
last
and what?
campaign. Technically,
No,
it was
what
an Oracle
Dohan said. Well,
barbarian with the
We're
rage
gonna go back
pocket.
there and we're gonna
buff
fight our way
ourselves,
to
invis,
Salvatore.
or even invis in.
So it sounds like you guys are winging it again.
I
No,
think
we're invis in.
I think we might try to like use some, yeah, either invisibility or maybe even like they got these like little bridges cross between those.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could just get up there. Like we could use like combination of like spider climb, fly, and stuff like that to.
Yeah, but remember, like, that's underneath, like, a building because it's kind of like a parking garage. It's an open space. It doesn't have any walls. All the walls were knocked out, so there's just pillars holding the building up. So when you guys are going over to that area, there's like thugs everywhere. There's people everywhere. So they're going to see you come into the, town area. They're going to see you approaching the building. They're going to see you guys go up to those bridges to climb up. So just remember all of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
busy
we'll just knock
part.
on the door and say, "Hey, we're here to play some more Blood Pig."
Okay,
You,
I mean, okay.
But instead of
that
giving up our
is
weapons, we just
attractive.
attack them when they open the door.
You don't think that would cause a commotion with the people outside might notice and then join in and
Oh, they might.
here we go. Same old, same old.
Yeah, but then we're already inside.
But we have our weapons.
But
And we
are
have
Just
our
got to
weapons.
push past the guys at the door and then lock the door and be like, all right, now
Yeah.
we're in the fortress.
Then we'll have the high
Yeah.
ground.
but then they can
Yeah,
climb
we're-
up to those bridges just
So
like
I
you
mean,
guys
we can have Dohan climb we have Dohan go invisible, climb up
Okay.
with his spider climb, and take out
Okay.
the guys at the gate, and then open the gate for us
gate.
Also, I can prepare
or the door, whatever.
I can prepare an extract to fly or phase step to get up there too. Either one
Yeah,
would
so we
work.
could get like 2 or 3 people in there easy.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of
You're
funny
doing
that you
this
drink
during
a
the
thing that
day?
teleports you.
I know. It's got it.
How does that work? Magic, I guess.
Magic, I guess. Yeah. Phase steps on the investigator and alchemist extract list, though.
Magic.
You guys planning on doing this during the day?
We're all humans, so we're kind of stuck with
Yeah.
needing a light source one way or another.
I have a whatchamacallit.
Mm.
I have a thing of dark vision.
Mm.
I
I
think we'd
have-
probably be off during the day.
I have
but-
one potion of dark vision.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I can see in the dark.
Yeah, what about the other
We could
three of us?
we could go talk to
Consult
the
Arcanians.
Arconis family.
and see.
Oh.
See if they have any
Any way they wanna help
leads
us.
or any way they want to help us help them.
We could.
Conan, did we talk to them?
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
No.
It's the first we've
Cliff
heard about them.
Just heard about him yesterday. Yeah.
I mean,
It made sense though that they want to get it open because they're heavily invested within the shipping
Mhm.
that happens.
And
coming
somebody
out of
like
it.
the Emperor would probably be affecting that business.
Well, yeah, he's probably he's part of why the place is quarantined.
I suspect that the burned bridges and barricades by the Queen are affecting their business a little bit more significantly than just
Right.
the
No,
Emperor.
but I mean that that's what I'm saying. No, the reason why the Emperor's part of why the place is quarantined. Like it isn't even quarantined because of the plague anymore. It's quarantined because of disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we already basically have taken care of the plague. Like
Mm.
Oh, I understand that, but I thought the Queen locked it down just because.
She locked it down
was
during
being a
the
jerk.
plague, but she
Yeah.
never unlocked it down. And
Yeah, that's right.
because the Emperor took reign and it's just chaos over there. So it's just locked
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
I don't
sorry,
think
I
it's- yeah.
I completely missed that part.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought she was just being a jerk and it's like, let the poor
Well,
people
I mean,
suffer.
it's a kind of a jerk move,
a
honestly.
little bit of that, because she also probably could send like the Grey Maidens over here to crack
Yeah.
down on things.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah,
the Hell Knights that were around here somewhere would probably love the opportunity to come in and clean up old Korvosa as well.
yeah, like she's
they're
got
gone.
she's
Hell
got
Knights are gone,
options in
remember?
theory to like,
You're right. She kicked them out.
but so yeah, like might be worth going to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But remember, Dohan came
decisions.
back specifically to beat up the Emperor, so we can't keep him
No,
waiting.
not the Emperor.
No, he came back
queen.
to beat up the queen.
How do you know that?
He told
you
me.
said. You told them. You must dethrone that tyrant.
You said, yeah, you said you
Twice?
came back to dethrone the tyrant.
I thought he was talking about the Emperor, but never mind.
No, because he's talking about the throne of Korvosa.
Yeah, my goal
Okay.
is to free Korvosa from the queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if dethroning the queen and getting rid of her is how I free Korvosa, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Decisions, avenues opening
All right.
up here, huh?
Yeah, let's.
Hold it. Maybe Dohan is just like Zar. What's her name in the hero deck?
Zelra?
Is it Zelra? Doesn't
Yeah.
sound quite right, but yes. Maybe his soul is bound to the scythe, and this is just an illusion of him.
no.
That'd be pretty sweet.
So the scythe
Uh.
itself is actually the artifact. He's just here to guide us in the right direction, like Zalara did with her hero deck.
Isn't the scythe, however, like
Oh yeah, it's evil.
It was a Urgathoan
undead
priest.
Urgatho,
That's
yeah,
right. So
Urgathoan
of course,
priest weapon,
if-
but
if his
so you're
undead
saying
ghost
that
is
Dohan
bound to
is
the
an
scythe,
Urgathoa
nah, he just took
He's just bound
he
to
just
it
took over the
unwillingly?
scythe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think the scythe is evil. It's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
+2 vicious scythe.
no, the scythe is evil.
I mean, look at that thing.
I think it
You
was
saw the
used to
artwork,
commit
right?
evil acts, but it's not itself evil.
No, don't worry.
Just put a bow on
It'll get worked out.
Just because it's a goth
misunderstood.
scythe doesn't mean it's evil.
Yeah, that's fair. Damn.
Don't judge it by how it dresses.
I absolutely will. It drips Urgathoa.
Yeah, it really does. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so we were going to go talk to the Arcanians then?
If
The Arconas, yeah.
Arcanas is their name. Arconas.
Okay, sorry.
Arconas.
Arcanas is the name. Yeah.
The Arconas family.
Arc-
Arconas. I don't know. That's how it
Yeah.
looks like to me.
Yeah, That's up to you. I don't know. You guys can go to Emperor. You can go to them. I don't know.
Let's go
There's other
talk to them
things you wanna
first.
Try doing.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
the Emperor's not going anywhere.
Let's role play this out.
All right, where are they? They're probably not too far from here. They're probably here in the nice part of town. Well, it used to be the nice part of town, I guess. It's a little run down. Some buildings burned down, but I think they're probably in this district. If they're in old Korvosa, at least.
Try to figure that out here. Because I don't know if this says. It should though. Okay, so you guys are going to make plans in the morning to go locate the Arconas. You guys don't know where they're located, so you could definitely gather some information.
Did I not know with my knowledge and ability check I did earlier?
Oh, that's fair. You did. Then yeah, you would probably know where to find them. I'm looking through the list right now. I'm actually looking through the actual books, so I don't have a
Yeah, no
Control
worries.
F feature. That would be really nice. Like had a chip in your head, and you could just like Control F scan read.
Elon Musk is doing that, isn't he? Putting
What?
chips in people's head.
Arcona Palace.
Neuralink.
Oh, that's right.
Manor houses.
He's letting people see.
House Arcona Palace. Each one, which in this book Okay. It's near the academy. Let's get
Okay. So we're actually really close.
Yeah, you're really close. Where were these? These were under assets now. Tokens, data,
Is there like a map?
Wait. Data host. Oops. Data host. Oh, there we go. Trying to get a flag to mark it on the map. Let's use a blue flag. Here. This building over here.
Okay.
So it's got like, why am I targeting? Is it targeting itself? Why is there a target? How do I get rid of the target? I don't know. Whatever. Screw it. There's a target there.
I got rid of
there
it.
we go. Oh, cool. Okay.
Whoops. Yeah, it was targeting itself.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, so that's where they are, and as you see, it is fortified.
Okay.
And
Is
there
there
are
like a
some
guard
guards.
I can go introduce myself to?
Yep.
All right, I have what's it called? First off, we have the Drake's Mark medal. So I have that.
True.
Okay.
And also, I don't want to brag too much, but I'm the one that cured the plague. So, or at least I was the one in charge of like making it, right?
Okay.
So I heard something about them wanting to end this quarantine, and I want to talk, I know that House Arconis is the biggest biggest power within Old Korvosa. So I was hoping to speak with somebody about ending this quarantine.
The guards say, sure, we'll take you to see Behor himself.
Okay. Sense motive.
Bahor. I still don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should ask
Oh,
Google
I rolled
to
a nat
sound it out
20.
for me.
Perfect. And then I get to roll it twice, so okay. So that's a 41. Is he lying to me? Is he
No,
taking me
they'll take
taking me
you.
to the
Seems
gulag?
like, yeah.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
guys, we're in. That was easier than I thought it was going to be.
So they start leading you into Arcona Palace, which is perched at the highest point atop Endrin Isles in Old Korvosa, which is where the blue
Yeah,
flag
it's got
is.
the best view of the harbor.
The palace is home to the Arcona family alone. There are servants and guards. It looks like as you guys are going, being led through a garden, there are 2 outbuildings that are probably where like servants and stuff live, separate from the main building itself. And let's see here. The grounds are mostly open, decorated here and there with tiny copses of trees, exotic topiary animals, elephants,
Topiary.
cobras, topiary animals, elephants, cobras, and tigers being the most common that you guys see. Beautiful flower gardens and exquisite fountains. The palace is breathtaking. I don't know. I don't think they have a picture.
Okay,
of
topiary
it.
is like when you
It's when you shape like the
shape a-
plants and
yeah.
the bushes into a shape.
Sculpted bushes.
Yep. So they're
Oh.
bushes that are carved to look like exotic animals.
Yeah.
So they have they got a pretty impressive little garden here.
I was going to say, this is very different neighborhood than the rundown slums we were just at.
Well, it's because this is a guarded noble
Yeah.
estate, so they've managed to keep things in order here.
Where was I? The palace's breathtaking structure built in the Vudrani style with golden pillars, high windows
Oh.
that rise to tapered points, minarets, and domes decorated with slutter spires. You guys are not inside yet.
These guys might know who Amritaji is then,
I was
because
gonna say, architecture reminds me of back home. Yeah, I'll wear my I'll wear my my holy symbol openly. Like
you'll
sometimes
actually like pull it out. I gotta make
Yeah.
sure to see.
sometimes I wear it like under my chain shirt, but I'll pull it out on top.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are led to the palace entrance, whereupon the guards turn around and return to their patrol. But you guys are quickly greeted by a tall, pleasant man who wears an eye patch. He introduces himself as Karnoshan, the palace majordomo. Majordomo?
Major Domo.
Majordomo. Duh. Okay. Now that you
We
look
met
at
somebody
it.
else that had that title for a different noble house, I think.
Well,
Right.
there's the queen has a major domo as well, right?
Yeah, I think we met the queen's. I think we met the queen's major domo before when
Yeah.
we got like, I don't know, maybe when we got the Drake's Mark medal or something.
They're the ones that take care of the day-to-day like mundane runnings of the castle or a manor
Yeah,
house.
it's like a
The
seneschal kind of.
servants. Yeah, that's right. In fact, I think that was actually what he was, a seneschal for the queen.
Seneschal, yeah.
Same thing.
So when you guys, he asks you what you're here for. So instead of explaining yourself once again, we already know why you're here. You explain it to him,
Yeah, I
and
introduced
he
myself.
agrees. And brings you guys to the visitor lounge inside the building. And when you guys go inside the building, inside walls are made of ebony, carved with depictions of elephants, tigers, monkeys, and peacocks, all with shimmering mother of pearl eyes. Mahogany doors are carved with images of Vudrani deity Chamidu, the goddess of wild beasts.
Huh, okay.
I guess I shouldn't have told you that. It is a knowledge religion. If
I
you
probably
probably would have
recognize
figured it
that,
out.
but where's my knowledge religion?
I probably know.
Actually, you don't, but Cliff does.
What?
It's a
So
DC
high-
30. Yeah.
Wow.
They're not Rudrani.
It is a Vudrani deity, but
So
it's
do
an
I not get
obscure
a
one.
circumstance?
Yeah.
Come on, I'm from Vudrani.
You know that Cliff Chamidu appears as a six-armed, four-faced giant who rides a tiger with human hands for paws.
Huh.
All rooms seem to be lit by
Like a tiger has
torches?
human hands for paws.
perhaps, yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps ever burning torches, maybe. There are
I mean,
exotic
I wouldn't be
plants
surprised.
in
It's
clay
pretty
pots
expensive looking
everywhere.
place.
Yeah. And in each room, there are strong scents of sandalwood incenses. You see burning censers and smoke rising from them in almost every room that you walked through. The place is very spacious, and the ceilings, otherwise mentioned, are 20 feet high.
That's a big. That's a very tall place.
It is, yeah.
Why is it so tall?
It is
It's
pretty.
to convey a sense of awe to visitors.
Are they
Uh,
actually very tall?
What
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the Arconis family? They're pretty tall.
Are they tall?
Oh, well, I don't know. You get not no.
The last
not-
guy was at least.
Yeah, that guy.
I don't know if he's
was.
actually part of it. Was he?
Maybe.
He introduced himself. Was he actually like part of the Arconis family, or is he just a servant?
He just introduced himself as the servant.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he like. I mean, he could have been both technically. Like he's serving the head of the family, but is also like part of the family. I wasn't sure. He's like, yeah, I'm Bahor's cousin. All right. Yeah. We'll wait for someone to come talk to us. Hopefully not too long.
Oh, for some reason I was reading the wrong name earlier. You guys are speaking, or you guys are waiting for Glorio Arcana.
Oh.
Anyways, so they're gonna lead you to Glorio Arcana, the head of the house. And you guys are in the guest room waiting, and not probably like about 5 minutes. You guys only had to wait before the
Oh, okay.
Lord himself arrives.
Wow.
And here he is. And he greets you warmly.
He looks like a fine fellow.
Yeah.
That caption might need to be hidden, though.
BDM outsider.
What? Oh, interesting.
That's what it says as a name. I don't know if that could be just inaccurate though, but or it could
Well,
be,
he is a Vudrani, so
could be
outsider in the context of foreigner.
Oh yeah, he might be like a native outsider, like an Aasimar or something.
Anyway,
That's yeah.
All right. Well,
it's all good.
I will introduce myself and my companions and say that we were largely involved with finding and distributing the cure for the plague, and now we've turned our attention to ending this quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to get the trades and ports back up is good for all.
Yes, and I heard that you were also working towards that goal, so I was hoping that we could perhaps trade information.
What? It seems like our goals might actually align. Absolutely. Let's talk. Wow, I haven't had guests for a while.
Yes, I can understand why that might be. Why you haven't had guests for a while. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully we
Yes.
can fix things and you can have many more guests soon.
That would be wonderful. So, what do you have in mind? What do you think I can do for you? Because it seems like you're willing to help me.
Yes. Well, as far as we can gather, the main obstacle keeping this place quarantined is the disorder caused by one who's calling himself the Emperor.
Yes. Definitely been a thorn in my sign. Not as much as the queen herself, but definitely a thorn.
Yes. We also have reason to believe that what's his name? Neolandus Kalopopoulos is in this part of town. I don't know if you've heard anything about that.
Do you see chat?
Yeah, I see it. You want me to put it in the dice tower?
Sure.
Okay, and I do get to roll it twice because of my empathy ability.
Okay.
And whichever one was higher.
Well, one of those went in the dice tower.
Oh, what? The other one didn't go into the dice tower?
No, you put 2. You rolled 3 times. I'm going to take the 2
Oh,
in
okay.
the dice tower.
Okay.
I probably accidentally double clicked or something while I was trying to drag it to the dice tower. And then I get to add inspiration for free as well.
Okay. So he responds back and says, interesting. But you notice, Cliff, that like it seems like he might know something because as soon as you said Neolandis's name, you just noticed in his like facial expressions or body language that
Yeah.
maybe
That's
there's
part of
a
why I brought the name up,
secret.
is I thought maybe you would get a reaction out of him, so it worked.
Yeah. But he definitely doesn't respond verbally. He's like, oh, Neolandis, yes, the Queen's Sensual. I heard he's been missing.
Yeah. If we he is the only one legally who can do anything about the queen overstepping her bounds, as it were.
Yes, of course, unless she faces an untimely death, perhaps. But I didn't suggest that. It's just a possibility.
Yes, of course, but you know, I don't personally know any well, other than the Red Mantis assassins, I suppose. I've heard that they're in town.
Hmm. Really? Huh.
Yeah. Do you know of the Red Mantis assassins?
I have heard of them. I should let my guards know to keep a lookout.
Yes, they've been causing a little bit of trouble. I'm not exactly sure what their goal ultimately is, but
Surely they were hired by the Queen.
I
possibly.
think that would make the most sense.
She's not fit to be a ruler.
Tell us something we don't know.
Well, what if I told you I had information on Neolandis, but I will only give you this information if you do a favor for me first, perhaps.
um sounds interesting to me. I would
I am
really like to
willing
find
to.
Neolandis.
I'm willing to hear you out.
What's the nature of this favor you need?
Simply rid old Korvosa of that fool Pilt who calls himself the Emperor.
Oh, we were gonna do that anyway.
Hush,
And then
don't,
I
Dohan.
can restore Gold Korvosa and maybe help you find Neolandis.
Well, we do need to find people. And on top of Salvatore, Neolandis would also be good.
Salvatore?
Yes.
That artist?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What would you possibly want with him?
I'm hoping that he would know something about another person we're looking for.
Oh. Another person, huh? Who might that be?
Been looking for a friend of our associates named Van Carlo.
Oh. Then Carlo.
Yes, he's a dear friend of what's her name?
That fellow from the academy. Yes, I bump into him occasionally.
But probably not recently.
Oh, of course not. No. I've been here, holed up in my home, my palace.
Shit, what was the name of Croft? Yeah, she's one of Croft's dear friends.
Then Carlos friends with Croft.
And he's also an ally against the queen. Which
You
means he's an
sure
ally
seem
of
to know
ours.
everybody, don't you?
We've met a lot of people, especially in our efforts trying to deal with the plague earlier.
Ah. Yes. Then perhaps once all of this is settled down, we can have you over for a nice political dinner and we can discuss all the people we know and perhaps their secrets.
Huh. I don't know what to feel about this guy. He seems kind of skeevy, but
Well, yeah, he is.
but
I mean, he's a
I mean,
merchant.
yeah, I do like though that I like that I mean, it didn't really change any of our plans for the rest of the day anyway, but at least we know after that he can give us information about the Seneschal if we don't get anything, if we don't get enough from Salvatore. So,
Hmm.
in theory, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I still want to hear what Salvatore has to say.
Okay, well,
And also Pilt needs to go as well.
yeah, we're planning to pay a visit to Pilt soon. We'll let you know how that goes.
Excellent. Yes.
And we won't be playing Blood Pig.
What in the world is Blood Pig? Sounds horrible.
It is pretty horrible.
I briefly describe it to him.
Oh God.
But
Well,
I
that's
describe
not
it to him
very
like I've played it
civilized.
already.
We're supposed to be playing like croquet and
Knivesies.
And Knivesies.
knife.
Yeah,
The
he's like,
nobles play knivesies.
yeah, he's like, I'm the greatest knifesies player in the world. If there was any money in it, I would have gone pro.
I just heard that the meta had recently changed. Something about knocking coins off the table. I am intrigued by this development.
Yeah, it's like all the different. There's a lot of rules in like actual sports where they're kind of obscure, and then you can look at a spot where it's like, oh yeah, here's a spot where some team was abusing the shit out of it, and so they had to make a rule just to stop people from doing that. Anyway, okay, is anything else we want to ask this guy?
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's something I missed, but how does us, if we do take care of the so-called emperor, how does that ensure the ports are opened? Is that just the instability that's keeping it closed?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily. Okay, so I don't think that necessarily means the quarantine will end, but I think it sounds like if we did that, this guy and the Arconis family would be able to like take over bring things back into order at least. So even if they didn't lift the quarantine, it will still restore some order to the to this place.
Okay, so I guess I want to ask the further question then of how can we, remove the quarantine and open the ports back up, because that's what's most important to me, is the free flow of trade goods, especially those of the silver variety.
I mean, you're asking this guy that, right?
Yeah, I'm asking this guy.
Oh, okay. He responds, well, once the emperor is disposed of, I can restore order to old Korvosa and rule it myself, and then I can open up the ports. If the queen wants to abandon old Korvosa, very well then, I will take the throne.
I mean, yeah.
Can you tell me what kind of leader would you be? What sort of deeds have you done in the past that would grant you the right to lead this part of the city?
He like cocks his head and he's like, I'm sorry, who are you?
I am a paladin of Amritaji.
Oh.
Never heard of him.
This guy actually might know because I think
probably have.
I think he's from Vudrani.
Yeah.
He's or from Vudra rather.
Very interesting.
As you know, we value the free flow of trade goods and equal trade. So I just want to
That
make
is
sure that your
merely
business
the
is
only
fair.
thing I desire, is to be able to run my merchant ships again.
Is
And
that
others to run their merchant ships too, of course.
is that the only thing he desires? I'm gonna sense motive on him. Although honestly, even if I think he's lying, I might just keep it to
Yeah.
myself because I kind
Yeah.
of want to.
Oh, if you're gonna keep it to
Whoops.
yourself.
I might. Did I not roll it?
I see your sense motive.
Yeah, I didn't roll the
I didn't see
inspiration
your
though.
inspiration. Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 30. Do I think he really only cares about the trade, or do I think he like has some other motives? Okay. Well, I think we work with this guy. I mean, he's not really offering us anything right now to help us directly, but
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
Ah, he's a lead.
what do you
yeah.
know about the Emperor? I guess like
Ah.
when we go visit him. Is there anything useful you can tell us about opposing him that would help us?
I believe the Emperor has run across a rather powerful magical artifact. None of my guards can quite pinpoint what exactly it does. But
So it creates butterflies.
do a lot. Butterflies?
Yeah, it
That's
creates
not what they told
butterflies.
me it does at all.
It sounds like maybe it does a multitude of different things,
Interesting.
but it didn't seem like when
The last thing I saw was butterflies.
it didn't seem like he was expecting the butterflies either, though. So I don't think that he knows how to use it properly, or perhaps perhaps it's not even something he can control.
That old fool wouldn't know how to use anything, honestly.
I
He
do
knows how to
wonder
use
where
his voice.
I do wonder where he got it from.
Me too.
Okay.
You know what I
Well,
wish we had was some
we'll have to ask him.
fireballs.
You
He
got any?
does ask you a couple of, or I guess he engages in very small talk with you, Xale, about your deity.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the impression that he might be somewhat familiar. Because most people are like, who? And he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, I'll talk with him about
It's actually
the
kind of wild that there's been
boons of
like
silver.
this isn't even the first like Vudrani NPC we've met.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
kind of
true.
weird that I make a character from there, and
You just
there's
randomly made one, and then it
Yeah.
ended up. Yeah, it's like when Mantis just happened to choose the Black Blood Oracle curse in the 1 AP that we go to the Vault of Black Blood.
Oh,
And I don't think he knew that. I think he just picked
no,
that
probably
like
not.
as a coincidence because he was like, I want to make a character that also does negative energy because Safa's doing that. So he wanted to like kind of tie his character in thematically.
Right, it's so we could like heal negative energy or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
So he could heal you.
Yeah.
So while I'm talking to this guy, I guess I'll share info about Amortaji, whatever he wants to ask about, but I'll also try and gauge his motives, like what does he do with the wealth he gains from his trade, and does it align with Amortaji's tenets of sharing wealth for the community and for others.
Okay.
You're trying to gauge
Is
if
he
he's.
I guess my
if he's
question
gonna use his
is,
wealth for good.
are your questions bold and brash, or are you being like civil and small talky?
Civil. I'll be very civil and small talk, like
Okay.
what's it called? Very what's
He's
it called? I'm
trying
good at
to-
words.
Because the way you started out makes it sound like he's under interrogation, so I just want to make sure that we're not like
At first I was,
interrogating. Okay. Yeah.
but then
He at least
Cliff
gave a good
kind of-
surface. He gave like a good surface level answer to it. So
yeah.
so now I'm more on his side. I just want to like get a little bit of information.
Okay.
So I'll roll like
You're
a
trying to get a feel for him
diplomacy or
too.
something. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and
I
diplomacy.
mean, you can roll your own sense motive. Like I said, I had
And
Secret
sense-
just
I
send me the
can.
results, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
I trust your judgment on character.
Okay. So it seems like you're having a friendly conversation with him, and you wanted to sense his motive as you're talking
No,
to him?
I just want to get some basic information for him, like what kind of what does he do with his wealth? Does he contribute to charities? You know what
Okay.
kind of goods
I can
does he
already
trade
tell what he
in?
does with his wealth. We're like standing in it.
I know.
Yeah, you
but-
can tell that he definitely loves the high life. But he will tell you that he sends it back home. And he tells you for good, but he doesn't really like clarify and give you details. So
he sends some money back to his family.
Okay.
Back home.
Well, he didn't
Okay.
say family, he just sends it back home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he's importing stuff from back
He's
home.
being somewhat vague,
He's supporting his
but
local
civil.
businesses
Yeah.
in his home country.
I will gently tell him, the boons and benefits of, just a little bit of that wealth being shared with the community can go a long way to, boost the entire community. Even like, one as low as like 1% to like distribute
1%.
food and,
As
clothing.
little as 5 copper pieces a day will feed this
Yeah.
small child.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
Don't
when
forget
you
the music
start,
in the
like,
background.
talking about
Yeah,
that
the
and saying
arms
that,
of an
he
angel.
Yeah.
he agrees with you as
Okay,
you say
great.
that.
So that's all my motivations, just to,
Okay.
share some of my my deity's beliefs with him. And
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's really aligns with how you would want
No,
wealth to be
but
spent, but he's not like he doesn't seem like he's a complete bastard either.
it seems like I can manage to work with him, and if I can get him to just help a little bit with some other things, then
But I could be
that
wrong.
would be nice.
Maybe he is actually like
He could just be really good at lying.
he could be more of a bastard than he's letting on. But
What if
like I
he's
said,
secretly the queen?
Well,
he's secretly the queen.
Are you the queen
Are you
in
the
disguise?
queen?
Choose your words wisely as I pull the scythe.
Oh no. Yeah.
But that's it for me, though.
What's his
I think
answer?
I'm happy to work with him so far, as long as he's not the queen. If he passes that test,
Yeah, no.
Is he a faceless stalker?
Who knows?
Are we all faceless stalkers?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh man, speaking
it's
of
actually
which,
the three of us that died,
speaking of which,
and Dohan's the one that's alive.
I think
We
it
got
would be
memories
fun sometime
changed.
to do a campaign where you have like one person who's a faceless stalker.
And you don't know who it is.
Yeah, okay, but I'm gonna ruin the twist. The twist is you message everyone privately and everybody's a faceless stalker.
Yeah.
The game master assigns
Yeah, and the
everybody.
game master
So they all think they have a
privately
secret?
messages everybody and says you are the faceless stalker. And
you
then
think that no one else is.
everyone thinks that they're the only faceless stalker in the party, but in reality they're all faceless stalkers.
So everybody's
That'd be a good
acting
one-shot.
sketchy.
Yeah, they're all like acting sketchy. And then it turns out like, oh yeah, none of us.
You'll figure it out at some point. Probably not too long, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the old skit where they have like a cop doing a sting operation and then the other person's also doing a sting operation. like they're like shit, we're both trying to arrest each other.
No, but
It's
seriously,
always
you're
like the
not
drug dealer
working for the queen
situation,
or are
right?
a proxy in disguise, right?
I don't think he likes the queen.
I mean, is that what you say? And what prompted that out of Dohan out of nowhere? I mean, we were just laughing and joking, but
He's
is that what you're gonna do?
he's openly advocating for
Yeah?
assassinating the queen.
It's regicide time.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I got anything else really to talk. At least not with him. Like if I get a chance to talk with people in the like a servant room before we leave, I might do that.
Hmm. Kaeso had questions.
No, I think everything's been covered.
Maybe discuss it after you guys leave. Then no direct questions for him.
No.
Has he
he
taken
says,
any direct steps to oppose the queen?
Well, he in the conversation he was telling you guys that he kind of wanted her dethroned.
Right,
Yes.
but I'm asking, has he actually done anything to do that himself?
Oh,
You
I don't
look
know.
like you
We don't
have the
know.
wealth to effect some kind of change.
Have you committed treason recently?
I do apologize, but a number of my guards had died, unfortunately, to the plague, so I just don't seem to have the resources. And since I can't get my ships to and from the harbor, I am unable to replenish my resources.
What if we could be your resources?
In
I mean,
what
that's
way?
sort of what we were discussing.
Yeah.
Go on, Dohan. I'd like to hear more.
I tell them that we've been to Pilt's compound before, and we've faced him up close, and our issue with him is that he has too many goons on his side. Enough that it's difficult to reach him.
His goons are just citizens of old Korvosa.
I mean, swatting them down is easy enough one by one, but it's the sheer number that flock to him that is the biggest problem. Would you
I'm
be able to
sure.
help us get in unseen?
I don't know about
Even
that.
if it's...
But I'm sure if you just go straight for Pilt, his goons will flee.
That's what I did. Then he became difficult to see. Butterflies showed up
Yes.
everywhere.
Butterflies showed up and you couldn't see him, huh?
Yeah, he pulled out a rod, and he made weird movements with it.
Yes. That rod, the magical.
Yeah, but it
artifact
seems like he
has.
doesn't have full control over it. Even when he did it then, it didn't seem like he knew what to expect when he used it. And it sounds like from what your information can kind of matches that as well. So I'm pretty confident he doesn't actually know how to use it, or perhaps it isn't something that can be controlled at all.
Yeah, I mean, this time we're going in and we're not playing any of his games. We're gonna make him. We're gonna
no
face him on
games.
our own terms, even if it means we have to fight our way to him. Well, all right. I suppose we can conduct business with you later after we've dealt with Pilt.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely. Come back to me once Pilt is. Or once old Korvosa has been rid of Pilt. As for your situation, have you ever thought about maybe going at the Mask of Night? Because I don't have anything for you, but maybe if you surprised him and his goons are asleep, there wouldn't be so many of them.
Do these masks of the red mantis, they give you dark vision, don't they?
I believe so.
I have
don't know.
one.
I'll have to look at them.
Do we have another one? We had like 2, right?
I don't remember how many mantises we
I
actually.
like 4
I have
of them.
one. I have one. I could wear that.
Let me check my inventory here.
Yeah, there should be 4, because when you guys
I can't
were at
remember if
Ben
I grabbed
Carlos'
one. I
house,
might
there
have
were
one in
4
my inventory
mantises.
too.
I don't remember getting more than one, but
I have one Mask of the Mantis.
All right, yeah, let's do that. We'll go in at night this time. I'll put
I also
on
have
my
an
mask of the
elixir of
mantis.
dark vision I can drink. So
Oh, it also grants you Death Watch and
Watch
see
and
invisibility.
you have to pick one of the 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we'd be using dark vision for this. So let's all just wear a mask, since I think we have 4.
Yes.
Do we actually? I guess if we are saying we do, sure, but I didn't write it down, I guess.
Okay, well, I have one.
We might have
I
only
have
had
one as
2.
well.
But it sounds like Cliff can
Because I
use
think the
zone
first
extract.
ones we fought, I don't think we were able to get them because the building was burning.
Burning,
Okay.
yeah.
So like we weren't able
I
to
also have
collect
a
all the
potion of
masks.
dark vision that I
Oh,
can
maybe
give
that's why
to
you left
Yeah,
the
I
other
have
two.
an
Xale or
elixir of.
Peace. Or
No, that
Lith,
just
yeah.
gives me a bonus to perception. Never mind. Yeah, we could do that. We could use like a potion of dark vision,
All right.
cover someone as well, and like
And so that's what we'll do then. We'll use the cover of darkness to
sneak in. I mean,
sneak up on
that's the
Pill.
thing too, is we can always have like I could fly up, or you could use spider climb. We could drop a rope and like climb up through a window or
Yeah.
whatever, or up onto the roof and break the fucking
I'm not going
top
to be
of it
very
off like you
quiet
did.
though.
We don't.
Quiet
We,
is not my strong suit.
we don't have to be quiet
it's
for
not.
long.
Yeah.
Like if they notice us right when we get in the building, it's already still like, and like you
We're
said,
in there.
they might be asleep. Like a bunch of them might be asleep. It might have
that's
enough
true.
time to like overpower Pilt, and then his goons will stand down if we have him like captured. Hopefully. Okay, well, I mean that's what we'll probably do. Like I said, the only thing else I might do is if I get a chance, I might try to talk to like one of the like somebody else in this guy's manor, like one of his servants or
Well,
something.
at any given time, you are never near anybody else other than a guard and Glorio himself.
Right, but I know like when we're leaving, I'm hoping that I mean I might not get a chance.
You're
to, but-
always being escorted.
okay. So I could ask a guard maybe
You
when we're
could.
leaving. I can ask a guard as we're leaving.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll try doing that. Like I'll ask, like, has there been anybody else who's come and visit Glorio recently?
Gloria's business is not for me to discuss.
Ugh.
Okay, but I'm going to try to see if maybe other people have by using sense motive. I get to roll twice. Okay. So I get a 39, but granted, I don't know if I can get from that.
Yeah,
if I can.
his
hard to-
answer was very open-ended, where it's like he's not denying it. So you're getting a feeling that yeah, probably.
Yeah. But he's not willing to tell me. I guess the other thing I could do. Okay, so I could. Did we ever get our stuff? We never got the night's rest to reset our stuff, did we?
Oh, I never did do that. Let me do that now. Where
But I do have a once a day
did they move it?
ability that I'm probably not going to want to use later anyway. I could try doing detect thoughts. Is it worth it to try to detect thoughts on this guard? I'm going to try it. My once a day detect thoughts, DC 18, and I'm going to try to see if maybe I can just read his mind and see who's been visiting this guy.
I don't know if you're gonna know who, because if they
Well,
don't
because
know the
if he doesn't
person's
actually know who the person
name,
is, but I might get
yeah.
like I'd get some indication of how this guard's perceiving him. So maybe if he doesn't know the name, maybe be like, oh yeah, there was an old man. I'd be like, oh, maybe Vencarlo actually came here. You know what I mean? Like, so
There
I don't know.
were-
It might be a nothing, but I'm hoping. I'm pulling. You gotta try these things to get the hidden information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His thoughts are thinking of there's been several guests, actually, several old men, and other people as well, that just people they don't really know. A lot of
Yeah.
times people don't introduce their names, and he doesn't have discussions with his master. None of this is none of his business. These are all just kind of thoughts that are going through his mind. And
Yeah.
also that now that I think about it, some of these people never left.
Interesting. That's kind of what I wanted to know. Okay. Like I think that Vencarlo might be here, and also possibly the Seneschal, but that's my theory. But I'll keep it to myself for now. Okay. That's all I wanted. I think
Okay.
that was a good use of my empathy ability.
Yeah, and you guys are escorted off the grounds
Okay.
We're escorted off.
by the guards.
Yeah, because we were done talking to him, so
Oh, okay.
we got escorted in. And then we got escorted out,
Mm,
Okay.
which is good because I don't say it, but I'm thinking it's good because other people that came in did not leave. Apparently, according to this, at least this guard didn't see him leave.
guard
mean-
didn't seem to escort him.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have just been a different guard escorted him out, but the guard thinks it's weird. So,
Yeah.
and I think it's weird too. All right, I'll be right back. Although we're probably wrapping up anyway, right?
Well, we're wrapping up. Yeah.
Okay, I can use the restroom real quick. So,
Okay. So yeah, you guys leave, and I think you guys might have taken Glorio's suggestion of going to the Emperor's place in the evening. So you
Yes.
guys have a little bit of time to kill, but you also have distance to travel to get back over there. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do in between time?
I vigorously killed the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
I use
Murdering
it as
time is
training
nothing.
for killing Pilt.
Do we get experience for killing time?
Yeah.
Maybe. So nothing specific any character wants to do.
No, I'm trying to think if I have anything. I don't think I do.
You just go right back to the Emperor's at sundown or later in the evening. Maybe like early in the morning, just before
I
sunrise.
eat a hearty meal.
Okay, yeah, eat a hearty meal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the Pathfinder games, meals give you boons. If you can get the right ingredients and the recipes, you can get specific boons every time you rest, provided that you make the cooking DC at night. It's kind of a nice touch for meals, I guess, for Pathfinder. Anyways, okay, well, Pluto's still
Alright, I'm
such
back.
way. Oh no, he's back. Okay. Is there anything that Cliff wanted to do before you guys go to Pilt's in the Cloak of Darkness?
Yes.
Can't think of anything right now, but
Okay.
I don't think so. We've got what we need, right? I have my mask. We have another mask. I have a potion of dark vision to give to somebody if they can't see in the dark.
Pluto, did you say that you have another way of seeing the dark on Cliff, or do we want to go get a potion of dark vision?
I thought I have an elixir of vision, but that just gives me a bonus to perception. So I don't think that actually does anything.
So it may not be a bad idea to go find a potion of dark vision to buy, if we can.
Which means you would have to escape
That might
Old
be
Korvosa.
tricky, yeah, here.
Yeah, I don't know if we can buy
Yeah.
one in Old Korvosa or not. Probably not.
Why don't we
It's
go
okay.
hunt for
Cliff
the
has pretty
Red
good
Mantis
perception,
assassins?
right? I think he could find his way around in a little bit of darkness.
Yeah. That's true. I mean,
Okay.
I'll just give my potion of dark vision to Kaeso.
Then
Well, Kaeso has a
we
mask.
will
Oh,
wrap
you
up
need it
here.
then.
I need it if.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll
And
let
I'll try
you
to
use it.
remind you guys about your dark visions and stuff. And we'll start
Yes.
next session with you guys infiltrating Pilt's palace.
All right, we're doing
Okay.
it. We're doing it better this time.
Are we though? Let's find
We're not
out.
playing by his rules.
We got punished for playing Blood Pig.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah. Never play Bud Pig.
well, I think the blood pig part was fine, but
Oh no, like it encourages you to change the rules. So like if we would have played a second, a third, and fourth game, I would have like changed rules. Like I already threw the gnome in, right? Remember the rules where you can only have 8 players? He had the gnome come in. He had 9 players now. I don't think anybody really caught on to that,
No,
but
I didn't
yeah.
notice
Oh,
that.
I didn't.
Yeah, so he already broke the rules, but he's allowed to, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it was like really funny that they're yelling cheaters, even though they're
Cheaters.
clearly cheating themselves.
They're just doing what Pilt tells them to do. They
Yeah.
actually don't cheat without. Yeah, they don't want to
Yeah,
die.
well, yeah.
Yeah. And don't cheat unless given permission. All right. Okay, but yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll 2 weeks. What day is that? It's the next month, isn't it? It's the
That's the
6th.
6th.
October 6th, and then October 20th, and then October 3rd, or November 3rd, then 17th, then the 1st. We kind of skipped some holidays.
Yeah, we did.
I think for the
This
most part,
year,
I'm good. Pluto, when are we having your game?
Just the normal schedule.
So
3rd.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think last year our session landed on
Yeah,
a
I
lot
had
of like
a-
annoying dates, but this year doesn't seem like it.
I actually went to a cousin's wedding yesterday, and so there was some stuff like a bunch of family was
Oh.
in. So I ended up, and I was between that and being on vacation last week. I
Yeah.
was just like way too behind. I'm like, I can't run this game. I need to
Yeah,
have
no,
more time.
that's fine.
I
I'm just
hear
trying
ya,
to see because I have
yeah.
a vacation coming up in October, but it looks like we're going around that.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it should be fine.
The timing's working out.
Yeah. Going to Salt Lake City with John.
Oh. Salt Lake City's not too far from me.
I mean, it's like 2 days drive, right? But
From where I'm at? No.
well, maybe not quite. It might be more like a day, like
Yeah.
a big long day drive. But because yeah, you're Southern Oregon, so
Yeah. Like I can get to Disneyland in like half a day.
well,
Bad.
Salt Lake City's like 2 states away though, right?
Yeah, but it's like just at an angle. We have a
Yeah, yeah.
pass that passes
Yeah. If you drive
through-
straight there, it's
I would have to go through like the dead highway or
but
whatever they call.
it's still just
Yeah.
the actual distance. Still, it's a still fairly long drive by hour. Like it would, I think it still takes all day.
Let me scroll out here. Yeah, I could get to Salt Lake City probably sooner than I would arrive to. Well, it depends because the passes you're going up mountains, up and down mountains, up and down, up and down, up and down, blah, 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 blah. But then it's like flat service all through Nevada for a long, long while to Salt Lake. Yeah, same distance I think Salt Lake and Los Angeles from where I'm at.
Are you saying that you want to go there and meet us for something? 'Cause-
No. I
Okay.
was gonna murder you. Oh, did I say that
Oh,
out loud?
okay. So I think sometime here in the next, I don't know, 1 or 2 years, we should all try and meet up maybe somewhere near Portland or something like that, or maybe California, Northern California.
Honestly, I would rather go north than south. No offense.
Oh, that's so funny because I was using Google Maps in Seattle, so it's automatically on walk for directions. So they're like, it's 12-day walk.
Oh, okay.
12-day
That's not too
walk.
bad.
That'd be an interesting hike.
But yeah, according to Google Maps, it's a 12-hour drive from Grants Pass to
Yeah.
to Salt Lake City. So you could do it in a day, but it is a very long drive.
It's a long drive.
You
It's
could-
a
but if
long
you left-
day, but yes.
Yeah, you could leave at like 6 in the morning, and you
Mhm.
probably get there 6 at night. I mean, probably a little later because you probably wouldn't just drive straight the whole way. You'd probably get there
Yeah,
like
it'd
8 or
stop for
something because
food,
you'd stop
yeah.
for lunch and bathroom breaks and stuff. But I don't know. I drive Portland to Gold Beach occasionally, and that's like an 8-hour drive, 7 to 8 hour drive.
You guys are crazy. I won't drive more than like 4 or 5 hours. It's,
West Coast, we're just built different out here.
beyond that, it's like we're gonna fly to Salt Lake.
We
from here,
are.
from
We are
KC.
built different.
I saw like somebody was like saying how like freaking people on the West Coast are crazy. They'll drive 4 hours just to get fish and chips.
Yeah, they will.
And
I mean,
I'm
it's true.
like, I've almost done that actually, not fish and chips specifically, but I have actually driven up to Seattle literally just to get food. Like, I have done that before.
That's crazy.
It's like a 3-hour
People-
drive.
People on the southern west coast of Oregon and the upper part of California, they don't have like, they might now, but at the time in the 2000s, they didn't have electronics stores, so they would drive all the way from the coast to Grants Pass just to go to Staples and buy like a computer or a printer or
I
something.
think they have one in like Coos Bay or something now,
right.
but Port Orford maybe. It's like that's a long drive still.
It's a
like
long
when you
drive
look
still.
at it, like Gold Beach to Coos
But see,
Bay.
like
is
I think
already
these people
still a
also
long
end up
drive.
going to like Winco, which is in Medford, for like bulk
Yeah.
shopping and stuff. So I think that's why they end up coming this
Yeah.
way. Mm-hmm.
No, I think there's probably still people that do that. If not that specifically, like I said, I think they have more like Fred Meyer's and maybe even Winco's and stuff open in some of the other
Yeah.
stores, but or some of those other like bigger coastal towns. But like I said, there's a lot of like small towns on the southern Oregon coast that are still really spread out. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Well, definitely a Pathfinder topic. All right. Well, that's at least it for the stream.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, no, for sure we should meet up probably Portland.
Yeah, I know.
That
we
makes it
talked
easy
about
for
maybe coming
me,
to Kansas
but
City.